Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Code York. My name's Ben, and in this video we're going to create this beautiful gradient animated card together. Before we start, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe my channel and support me if you find my videos helpful, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you guys out, so just ask your questions and comments. Let's start. Okay, first of all, let's bring the Poppins Google fonts, google.com, and Poppins. You just have to type out Poppins. And then we're going to click on get fonts, get embed font, and copy. I'm going to paste it right here. So let me close this one. Okay, and I'm going to link my CSS file, link CSS. Sorry, let me show you again in this style.css. Okay, and let me close this page and open my project. As you can see, this is a blank page, but I'm going to open this with Chrome because it is easier to work with Chrome. And now, first of all, let's create our HTML structure. So I'm going to start with a container. Inside the container, I'm going to have 3 cards, and card 1, card 2, and card 3. Be careful, there should be a space between them because I want to give some common classes to card and different classes to card 1, card 2, and card 3. Let's give each card an h1, animated card 1, and let's give it a p tag with lorem ipsum, and let's give it an h1, animated card 2, p with lorem. It is better to make comments as well. Card 1 and card 2 and card number 3 and h1, animated card 3, give it a p tag with lorem, and we should give it a comment, card number 3. Perfect. Now we have this, and let's go to our CSS file. We're going to give every element a margin 0, a padding 0, and a box sizing border box, and a font family of Poppins to all elements. And we're going to give the body a background color of 0, B0, A15, a color of EEE, and then we're going to, now our file looks like this. Let me make this smaller and so you can see the changes at the same time. Let's give the container a display of grid. Grid template columns should be repeat, auto, fit min-max, min-max 300 pixels, and auto. And let's give it a gap of 50 pixels. Let's give the make the container have the margin top and bottom 150 pixels, and from left and right nothing. And the body should have the padding of 0 and 10%. Now let's give each card should have a background color of C1 and F2B. It should have a padding of 2em and a margin 0 and auto, and a position relative, and a 10 pixels border radius, 10 pixels. There you go. Now each h1 in card should have a font size of 25 pixels, and each p tag should have the font size of 14 pixel and a line height of 2, and a font weight of 500. That's it. Alright, now let's go for card number 1 after and card number 1 before, and the content should be empty. We're going to give it a position, content, and we're going to give it a position of absolute, And that is the reason I gave card the position of relative, and don't worry about that because I'm going to give you a full tutorial on HTML and CSS, and in that in those areas I'm going to teach you what exactly positions are and why we make this relative and this absolute. So don't worry about that. Now let's give this card number 1 a height of 100%, a width of 100%. Let's give it a background color for now, for example blue, and let's give it a top 50% and a left of 50% in order to centralize that. And let's give it a, now I want to put this pseudo element exactly on the original element. So what I need to do is to translate this back with minus 50% and minus 50%, so it is exactly on the original element. Now I need to send it behind the original element, and how can I do that? Simple. Z-index -1. That's it. Let's give it a border radius of 10 pixels, but it should be the same as the card. Yes, 10 pixels. And let's give this pseudo element a padding of 4 pixels. Now we have our border. All right, now let's erase this blue background, and we're going to use a background, not color, but image. We should give it a conic gradient, and the colors should be FF4 545, this is the first one, and 00 FF99, the green one. The blue one is 006 AFF, and then we have the fourth color is FF0095, and the last color should be the first color. That's it. Now as you can see, we have this beautiful gradient border. Now I want to make this a border like it has a light and it is blurry, so I'm gonna use card number 1 before, and we should give it a filter and use blur, and we should give it 1.5 rem blur, sorry, not blue. All right, but I think it is too much, and if I want to reduce it, if I want to just reduce this light that is around our border, I can use the opacity, and I can use opacity 0.5, and as you can see, now it looks lighter and more beautiful. Now it's time to activate the border animation, and before we do that, let me change this z-index and from -1 to 1 because I want you to see the whole pseudo element, and then let's write under this card one after before animation 3 seconds. The name is going to be spin, and it should be linear and infinite. And now let's go for, at the top I'm going to write an angle, and the angle should be equal to 0 degree. Very good. And then I'm going to use the keyframes actually, and it's going to be from the angle should be 0 degree, and it should be 2. Angle should be 360 degree. So it's gonna have a full rotation. It's gonna just go all around the element. But as you can see, it is not moving, and there is a reason for that. Now we should find out which value should we animate. Now let me give it a -1 z-index, and I'm gonna erase all of these colors. Let's this red color to be here, and we're going to use from 0 degree and a transparent color, transparent, and a red color. So now if I give this 0 degree a 10 degree, you can see it moves. Let me give it 100 degree, it moves. If I give it 180 degree, it moves. And if I give it a 360 degree, it moves again. And this is exactly the value that we need to animate, and you know that the CSS does not allow this value to be animated. Now what we have to do is to use custom properties. Now in order to create a property, let's go up above this card number 1 and create a property. It should have a key name of angle, and it should have a syntax of angle, and then we should give it an initial value of 0 degree because it's going to start from 0 degree and inherits false. One thing I forgot to change this keyframes name. I should make it spin if I want it to work, and then I have to change this conic gradient from variable angle. From var. Yeah, from variable angle. Now, as you can see, this border is moving perfectly. Now we're gonna bring our colors back. So I'm gonna copy my previous colors, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors I used, and now I have this beautiful gradient and animated border around my element. Now for the other boxes, all you have to do, you don't have to make anything new, you don't have to change anything. All you have to do is to copy this card 1 before and card 1 before after. I'm gonna comment here card 2, copy them, and you just need to change card 1. All card 1s should be card 2 and card number 2. But the color should be different. It should be just blue, and I'm going to use a different color palette. So for card number 2, I use all of these blue colors. You can just simply copy these hex codes, and for the red one, I'm gonna copy this whole card 2, and I'm gonna comment out card 3. So all you have to do is first change card 2 to 3, and card 3, and this should be card 3 as well, and I should use the new color palette right there, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked my video, please like, subscribe, and comment under my video to support me. If you want me to create any specific project, you can tell me in comments. I'd be happy to help you guys to grow and develop your knowledge. So see you later, guys.